Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mal and I am the owner and maker of Made by Manny and Mal. In today's video, we're going to be making a tumbler using the glitters and the epoxy that were included in the Pretty in Pink box from A Little Extra Ink Epoxy. I collaborated with them on this box and I am so happy with everything that's in it. There are still a few available at the time I'm filming this, so make sure you check out the link in the description box below if you are interested in a crazy good mystery box that includes epoxy, glitter, decals, self-care items, all kinds of awesome stuff in there. It really is a good value for your money. So if you are interested in checking out the Pretty in Pink mystery box, the link is down below in the description. We're going to be doing a vertical striped tumbler using the 5 glitters that are included in this box. This was so much fun to put together and I love some pink, y'all. So I really like how this cup turned out. If you enjoy the tutorial, make sure you hit the big thumbs up button and also make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. We upload new videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go. I wanted to start by showing you all of the glitters that come in this pink ALE box. So this is the first one. This is the exclusive to the box. It's called Doll Face. You can only get it if you order the box. Next is Vixen, which is a really pretty kind of deep custom mix pink. And then we have Grace, which is our fine cut. Grace is one of my favorite colors. I use it all the time. And then next we have 7 Rings, which is another favorite. It's almost got a little bit of a shattered glitter quality to it. It's also a custom mix. And then the last one we have is Forever Girl, which is very similar to 7 Rings, but it has a different kind of undertone and a different shift to it. So there's the 5 of them all together. We are going to use all 5 of them on this cup. We're using a 30-ounce stubby from Craft Haven. So this is going to give us a lot of surface area to work with. I'm going to prep it and we will be ready to go. I'm going to start by measuring around my cup to see how many inches I'm going to have to work with. And it's about 11 inches around. And I'm using this 1 inch wide or thick painter's tape. And I'm going to start by drawing a straight line up the side of my ruler so that I can place my stripes with my tape straight. I don't want them to be swerving or leaning. So I'm going to draw that straight line and then I'm going to place my first piece of tape right on that line so that it is straight. And now I'm going to just continue wrapping those tape stripes, putting them onto the cup. I'm just lining them up to each other, trying to get those edges as close to each other as possible. So we'll have our full cup taped all the way around and we can start to build our stripes. Once I've got my tape laid down, I'm going to take a pencil and just write the name of the glitter that I'm going to use for each stripe. I tried to distribute them evenly, make sure that they weren't, the same glitter wasn't right next to each other. And I'm just going to go through now and glitter each individual stripe. So I'm taking 7 rings first. I'm going to pull off the 2 pieces of tape that have 7 rings labeled on them. And I'm going to do 2 stripes of each color, except for Doll Face, that's going to get 3 stripes. So I'm taking this acrylic paint that I got at, I think, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint 2 coats of this onto my cup. I'm trying to use some different base coating methods because I know in a lot of the country and the world, it's too cold to spray paint and there's a spray paint shortage. So I'm using acrylic paint for this entire cup. Once the second coat of paint dries, I'm going to go in with my Crystalac glitter glue and do a thin coat of that on each of the stripes. And then I'm going to go in with my glitter. This glitter is, it's so beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Just making sure we have full coverage. I'm just doing 1 single coat of glitter. That is plenty. PDB gives you great coverage, so you only need to do 1 coat, especially with a really good base coat underneath. So there's 7 rings, and now I'm going to use a different pink. This is Candy Pink. We're going to go in with Doll Face next. You don't have to use different color pinks for each stripe. If it's easier for you, you could just base coat your cup 1 shade of pink and then go in and do all of your taping and tape off your stripes so you'll have the same color base for all of them. That would probably make it a quicker and easier process, but I wanted to have a little bit more dimension and depth in each of the stripes and have them have a different base coat, but whatever is easier for you, either way will totally work. Look at Doll Face. Just look at it. It is, oh my gosh, I wish it was permanent because I would buy multiple bottles of it. It is so beautiful. There are little hearts in there, like little heart shapes. So perfect. And now in between each glitter color, I am letting the glitter layer dry the full 2 hours. The Crystal glitter glue takes 2 hours to dry, so I am waiting that full time before I go in with my next glitter color and base coat. So now I'm going with my next color. I'm using a different color pink as my base coat here. Doing 2 coats of the paint, of course, and letting it dry. I used definitely way too much paint for that one. But make sure you just do a clean coat. Once you start removing your tape, it's a little bit harder. You have to be a little bit more careful with your painting, but it's okay. So this color is Vixen. Vixen gives a lot of really good depth and dimension. It has a lot of lighter pink pieces in there, but it also has some dark, almost like dark rose tones in it. It's a really beautiful glitter, and I think it's pretty underrated. So now we're almost done with our glittering. We're going in next with Grace, going back in with this lighter pink color of paint. I will have all the names of the paints linked or listed down in the description box below. So doing 2 coats of this paint. And for this second coat, I actually decided to mix the paint in with the glitter glue, so I didn't have to do 2 coats of paint and then do another coat of glitter glue. I'm just going to tint this glue and then use that. Basically 2 birds, 1 stone. I should have done that earlier, but oh well. So once I had that down, I went in with Grace. Here is Grace. So beautiful. She's beauty. She's Grace. Okay, I'm done. Then I'm going to go in with the next stripe, doing the exact same thing. And then for our final color, I actually didn't wait very long. I think I waited maybe about 30 minutes before I went in and did this glittering. I just took that same glitter glue that we tinted because I had some left, and I went in with the darker pink color that we used a little bit earlier, and I just added a little bit of that to the glitter glue, and we're going to use that as our base coat. So I did a pretty good coat of this. I'm just doing 1 coat, and we're going to do Forever Girl now. This is the final one. So you can see the difference between 7 Rings and Forever Girl. Forever Girl has a little bit more of that like kind of iridescent blue, kind of purpley shift, whereas 7 Rings is more of a true light pink color, but they are very similar. So there's the final cup all glittered. I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then I'm going to just spray seal it with 1 coat of Rust-Oleum Clear Gloss spray. And then I'm going in with my first coat of epoxy. I'm doing probably about 30 milliliters of epoxy for this first coat, just making sure that I don't have any glooping or any places where there's too much epoxy in one spot. I'm going to hit it really well with my torch, let it cure about 6 hours, and then I'm going to mix up another batch of epoxy for my second coat. And I wanted to show you mixing it up purely because I wanted to show you these pink bottles that come in this box. Like, oh my gosh, pink epoxy bottles, I love them so much. So after that second coat was all cured, I did all of my sanding, and now I'm ready to add my vinyl striping. I'm going to add 2 vinyl stripes, so I've got silver textured metallic vinyl from Cricut, and then this baby pink vinyl that I got on Amazon. They're both linked in the description box down below, and I had the sizes on the screen. They're really thin, both of them, and we're going to place them right next to each other. So I'm going to go in first and place all of the silver textured vinyl on the seams of the different glitter colors to kind of map those out and frame those, cutting off the excess on the top and the bottom with my craft knife. And I'm doing this before I finish the bottom so that the bottom of our cup has a really nice, even finish, and so that I don't have to pay too much attention to where exactly I'm cutting off the excess on the bottom. I'm just making sure that the vinyl kind of wraps down, you know, over around that bottom rim, and then I'll finish off the bottom and it'll all be really clean and even, and I don't have all these random edges at the bottom. Once I had the silver vinyl placed, I went back in with the powder pink vinyl, and I'm going to place these stripes right up against the edge of the silver vinyl. So it's going to go silver, pink, glitter, silver, pink, glitter, if that makes sense. Just to add a little bit more variation, a little more dimension. We're not doing a like decal on this per se. This is the only vinyl work we're doing, so I wanted to add a little bit more than just the silver stripes. And of course I had to go with more pink because in my opinion you can never have too much glitter and you can never have too much pink. So I'm just going to continue to lay these down very, very carefully right up against the edge of that silver vinyl all the way around the cup. I sealed the vinyl with a matte clear spray from Rust-Oleum, just a quick coat, and then I went into one more coat of epoxy before I finished off the bottom. I just taped off the bottom how I normally do, and I did glitter it. I used doll face, and then I added my final coats of epoxy, and this cup is all finished. This cup was so much fun to put together, and these glitters in this mystery box are absolutely amazing, of course. There are decals that I didn't even get to use on this cup. So many awesome things in that box, so make sure you check out the link in the description box below if you're interested in ordering one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. My next video is going to be tomorrow, by the way, because we will be kicking off our 12 days of Christmas. For the first 12 days of December, I will be uploading a video every single day. So, surprise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, love you. Bye. That was chaotic. That was very chaotic. I'm gonna do it again.